to commend Yankuba. You know, Kukili ka banko samba. Kobe ba komale olen tonyati. You know, ini mo te den no la patila. Bare na ku kendo ke. You have to speak it. The least you can do is day. You cannot criticize. Yeah, Mobuka perfect. But Yanks is doing great, to be honest with you. And his team, they are all doing great. And Kukiling, I am be karandi menna. Walla I am caring the menna. Walla I am made it the call. Saying there is no excuse. We have to actually work. Well, important. I legacy so Hana don't be the one. For example, we understand that audit report has indicated that there were issues with constituency development fund at National Assembly. But that did not stop the National Assembly giving to these National Assembly members the subsequent year, the 500,000. But for Brikama, no, you have to make sure everything is clear before we can give you. So that tells you his level of responsibility, his level of professionalism, his level of servant leadership. He wants to serve his people. His people told him, this is the money that we give you and make sure you use it judiciously. So, you know, if Chairman can do that, what is wrong with other higher authority following that? They still have to wait for other things. So, okay, National Assembly, Walker Soto the Barret, audit car for the command, Ela Kudo Kamankele. But Hanwo, it can 500 or so aquatic. But Yankuba, at a main dealer, about Kiskis a Laman Taku, Ela wal minimum of the Ela more talent. But enta dealer because of the woman, senior. Nakodo dealer men kama imake.
Just transparent.
Ning ayata was si fale kache even at central government. Being committed to large amount. So this is something that is really laudable, is commendable. Ntol benga try nka so duala na salol kono no dual kono. Adamanteng gambe dingo gambe di me yalo be palaso to nke so duala. Yankuba nyol sifal wonke to fan kumandi alaya. Pour sifal fana se sia. You know, we may not be in the same political party, but they are serving our people. And all these political parties, Tata Nata, they only want to serve their people. And Yankuba is doing that. The other aspect is, I think he should go a step beyond, you know, this step. If now you have 1 million, hold up elsewhere in council because the councillor has not done what he needs to do, there should be a time frame that should be given. I don't know whether CFO has said that, but this should not be open. 6 months, if you don't do it, we will write to your people, telling them exactly why we don't give you the money with our evidences. Not to keep quiet only. Some people don't even know that, oh, this is what is happening now. Yeah. That would force people to work. Because Nima Fenke,
next election,
our people, we are not even going to wait. After 6 months, into the following year, subsequent year, we cannot get these things that we need from you, so this boss, this 1 million for you, we are going to notify your electorates. That Allah ni manyindi lala because ngin. So now it's up to them to decide.
Yeah, I remember our last council sitting. That is what he told them clearly. He told them categorically clearly that, I mean, Allah Kolo Vijan. But if you guys did not do any step, I am going to write your
the only thing that the council should do now, and they are failing to do that, is one, when it comes to waste management, and two, anti-littering laws.
No, our last council.
Past council, you also need to implement that because what can do that nondi. And need to tata etro wulike me samba na Gambia jang. Lungo mole fengo fen domo silo kay ka fay fengo fen na fatala.
Yeah. So
you know ngawoje jang ngawoje to jang turntable jang. Ngawoje dular beto sako brikama is the worst. Inte what world.
Enforcement is important.
Ika molje katara moto kono fa moto e boreka ye bananol fay. You understand? What is attitude?
Yes.
But also is the responsibility of the council to come up with those laws.
Yeah, so what happened is, even Kabrin Nata, many people have been saying this, but near fire in those days, I can remember you cannot put law onto people when you need to provide service for them, you are not providing a service for them. That councilman model also at that time. So that's why in the last council sitting, he made it clear. In fact, there will be the law not already before collection will start. And we realize now we are doing end of collection. By next year, the council is going to even, employ, environment policies. The environment police all time be employ la melialon ke betarla dulal to one of the key policies momo yalon we anti litanke or the law is going to be there now but execute la you can execute some of these laws if you are not providing.
You're not providing. Okay.
Yes. So that is good. 3-4 all time frame or timeline or D alia communicate to the people of West Coast Corps. 6 months into the subsequent year alman femmoy. You understand? Alala council yininka. Otherwise, we will come out with our press or conference, whatever. Kaitande come new word or nangam lem yinim ila sotati ngini na madidela. That will force people to work to serve the people. Now, the issue of the trucks and so on, I really, I'm not a believer of these trucks and so on for a reason. Of course, we comment because, you cannot do things just like that. There has to be short term, medium, and then long term. This is not a long term solution, but it's highly commendable. Long term, I think, for example, we have a lot of old tires. And these tires, you can recycle them into shoes, into pavement, slabs, and so on. Now, council should see how you partner with either a company or how you train people, recruit people from West Coast, send them to China to train on how to operate some of these machines that will turn the tire into a shoe or into something that is usable. And then we have something like that in West Coast. Now, after collecting these Nying Balito, Nying Monosumoto and everything, you are going to dump it. That is what we know now, that you are going to dump it. There should be a way to make that monetized, to make sure that is recycled into something. So, if in Nigeria they are doing it, I'm said, councils will just go out there and then they will get a solution, get a site, even if it's not within Yankuba's time, but let him try to get a site where we can have a factory of that nature. Yeah. People are no more using now even cement for this.
That one also, if you can remember, the chairman and the Minister of Environment, Rohit John Manjang, and the chairman, the deputy mayor for Banjul, I think the CEO of Kanavi Municipal Council, it's around Ghana, if you can remember that. They went to Ghana. That is exactly what they went for. It doesn't know agreement. So already the team from Ghana also came. They visited the Tambana West Coast Kadam side. So they visited it. So right now, as we are speaking, that discussion is also going on. Kajoko, we have a landfill where West will turn into energy. West will turn into material recycling. So that progress in front of. Like I said, you cannot just get those West without trucks.
Absolutely. You are on point, but you have short term, medium, and long term.
I can tell you 100%.
So this is exactly why most of the people believe Yanks is on the right track. We want to make sure our waste is monetized. Our waste is money for us. Our waste is energy for us. And that is possible. Because these talks also, a time would come when they cannot pick all the waste. But what you do, in fact, at some point, people will not even pay waste if you know how you go about it. For trucks to whatever. No. Because the waste that you have can now be turned as a kenoe kodotile. As in, if you have 10 old tires. Okay, so council say no problem. If you bring it to the plant, we give you this much. Because council is going to use that same tire to turn it into something. So a time would come, you wouldn't even probably need trucks that much. People will now pay and get. So this is the idea I am driving at. Right. And I'm very sure that Yanks is level-headed and he, let me tell you, Kabanko Doku is not even about intelligence. I have realized something, Bob. It's not about education. It's about the love for country. If you have it sincerely, it's God that opens up how you go about everything. And for me, that's what I think. Yanks did not learn anything sustainable government or a local government or law. But can also fail. So for me, I think politicians, we should love our country, not because of the armor, but ngakano. For honey, moto, you see things. So it's highly commendable.
Thank you so much.